morning friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I will solve the numerical based on the DC machine which are asked in the previous GATE exam. So let's start. If you will solve all the numericals which I will tell you today, so it will be beneficial for you to understand all the concept related to the DC machine. So let's start. Read this numerical number 1. Separately excited DC motor has an armature resistance 0.05. Field excitation is kept constant at an armature voltage of 100 volt. The motor produces a torque 500 Newton meter at 0 speed. So Ra is given to you 0.05 ohm, omega is 0 and load torque is 500 Newton meter. Neglecting all mechanical losses, the no load speed of the motor in radian per second for an armature voltage 150 volt. So first at no speed TL is given to you, TL equal to K phi Ia, you know one equation, and another equation back EMF equal to K phi omega into N. So here this speed is 0, so EB equal to 0. So EB equal to V minus Ia into RA. RA 0.05. This is another equation which you know, equation number 2. So from here you can calculate V equal to Ia into 0.05. Ia equal to V is 100 over 0.05. So you will get it is 2000 ampere. Okay, so next 500, this is the torque equal to K phi into Ia. Ia is 2000. So from here you can find out the value of K phi. It is 5 by 20. Next, put the equation EB equal to K phi omega N. So for EB, how much? 150 volt. You have to find out K phi omega N 2 pi. Or you can write omega N. Put the value of K phi, then you can find out omega N equal to how much? 600 radian per second. So this is the answer. It is asked in GATE 2018 for 1 marks. Next numerical, a 200 volt DC series motor when operating from rated voltage while driving a certain load draws 10 amps current and runs at 1000 rpm. Okay, the total resistance is 1 ohm. The magnetic circuit is assumed to linear at the same supply. The load torque is increased by 44%. So load torque TL2 equal to 1.44 TL1. The speed of the motor in RPM round to the nearest for this increased load. You have to find out the omega N2. Okay, so voltage is 200 volt. Find out the back EMF. E equal to V minus Ia is given to you and RA is 1. So E is 190 back EMF. Okay, for 1000 rpm. Load torque is K phi Ia. So it is, you can say phi directly proportional to Ia because it is given here magnetic circuit is assumed to be linear. Okay, so you can say T directly proportional to Kia whole square. So from this relationship you know TL2 by TL1. So you can find out the relationship between Ia2 by Ia1 whole square. So TL2 by TL1 equal to 1.44 Ia2. You don't know. For the increased load 40%, what will be the armature current? Ia1 is 10 amps whole square. So from here you can calculate Ia2 equal to 12 amps. Okay. Next, once you know the IA2, find out the back EMF E2 for the 12 amps equal to V minus IA12 into RA1. So this is how much? 188 volt E2. For this E2, find out the motor speed. So you know the formula, E directly proportional to K phi N. So phi directly proportional to IA, put this value. So you will be able to find out E1 by E2, E2 by E1 equal to K phi 2 by phi 1, or phi 2 directly proportional to IA. So this is IA2 by IA1, this is K, and N2 by N1. N1 is 1000. So you know IA2 by IA1, and after solving this you will get N2 equal to how much? 825 RPM. So this is 2 marks question asked in the GATE 2018. So this is basically 825 RPM is the correct answer. Okay. Next, try it yourself. This is asked in GATE 2017 for 2 marks. A 220 volt DC series motor runs drawing a current of 30 amps from the supply. Armature and field circuit resistance are 0.4 ohm and 0.1 ohm respectively. The load torque varies, this TL varies proportional to the square of the speed. The flux in the motor may be taken as being proportional to the armature current, phi directly proportional to the armature current, because it is DC series motor. To reduce the speed of the motor by 50%, so N2 by N1, N2 is 50% of N1, so it is 1 by 2. The resistance in ohm that should be added in series with the armature, then what will be the value of external resistance to get this speed of 50% reduce? So you know TL directly proportional to KIA square, because flux is proportional to the armature current. So from here you can find out the relationship between TL1 by TL2 directly proportional to the IA1 by IA2, and this load torque is proportional to the N1 by, here it is given, this load torque is proportional to the N square, so it is N1 by N2 whole square. Okay, so from here you can find out the relationship between the armature current IA1 equal to 30 divided by IA2 whole square equal to N1 by N2 is 1 by 2 whole square. Sorry, this N2 is 50% of N1. This is okay. So this is N1 by N2. So N1 by N2 is 2. This is 2, basically 2 by 1. So you will get here 4, and IA2 will be how much? 15 amps you will get. So for this current you have to find out the back EMF. So back EMF will be from the equation E directly proportional to K phi N or omega N, you can find out the, and phi directly proportional to the IA. So you can easily find out the relationship between the E1 and E2. So first you have to find out the E1. E1 will be V minus 220 minus IARA 30 into total resistance 0.4 plus 0.1 because it is DC series motor. So E1 will be 205 volt. We have to find out E2. So how to find out E2? E2 directly proportional to KIA2 N2 divided by E1 directly proportional to KI1 N1. Okay, so from here you will get E2 equal to, because you know E1 and you know N2 by N1 and you know I2 by I1, so easily you will get E2 equal to 51.25 volt. And for this E2 you have to find out this E2 equal to 220 minus IA is 15, and how much resistance you have to insert? Total resistance 0.5 and plus R external. So after solving this equation you will get the value of R external, how much you have to add in the armature, in series of the armature, to reduce the speed by 50%. It will be, after solving you will get 11.25 ohm. Okay, so next, a separately excited DC generator supplies 150 amps to a 145 volt DC grid. This is separately excited DC generator supplies. The generator is running at 800 rpm. The armature resistance of the generator is 0.1 ohm. The speed of the generator is increased to 1000 rpm. The current in the ampere supply by the generator to the DC grid is. Okay, so try it. Find out the back EMF. This is separately excited motor. E1 equal to, sorry, generator E1 equal to V plus IaRa. So this V is 145 plus Ia is how much? 150 into, what is the armature resistance? 0.1. So you will get 160 volt at 1000 rpm. So the current is ampere supplied by the generator to the DC grid at 1000 ampere. So this is, you find out at 800 rpm. So what will be the speed, sorry, what will be the current IA2 for the speed of 1000 rpm? So find out EA2 divided by EA1. Excitation is constant, equal to K phi N2 by N1. K phi N1. So this is something, N2 by N1. This is, N2 is 1000 divided by 800. So you will get EA2 equal to 200 volt EA1 equal to 160. Once you know the EA2, so you can find out the current, because EA2 equal to V plus IaRa. So 200 equal to V plus Ia into Ra. Ra is 0.0. It is 0.1. So Ia will be 550 amps. Okay, so next is this numerically is asked in GATE 2017 for 2 marks. A 220 volt 10 kilowatt 900 rpm separately excited DC motor has an armature resistance Ra equal to 0.02 ohms. When the motor operates at speed and with the rated terminal voltage, the electromagnetic torque developed by the motor is 70 Newton meter. Neglecting the rotational losses of the machine, the current drawn by the motor from the supply 220 volt. So simple, TL equal to K phi Ia. It is given to you how much? 70 equal to K phi Ia. So from here you can find out the value of this constant K phi, 70 by Ia, relation number 1. Another thing, you know, back EMF equal to this is separately excited DC motor equal to V minus Ia into Ra equal to, this is proportional to K phi omega n. So K phi omega n equal to 2 pi n by 60. N how much? 900 rpm. Okay, divided by 60. So put the value of K phi. So this will be V minus Ia Ra. Ia, you have to find out the current Ia, and Ra is 0.02 equal to K phi is 70 by Ia into 2 pi into 90 divided by 6. So V is 220 volt. 220 minus Ia into 0.02 Ia equal to 70 into 2 pi into 90 divided by 6. Ia मैंने यहाँ पर लिया, multiply it 220 Ia minus 0.02 Ia whole square equal to 70 into 2 pi into 90 divided by 6. Solve this quadratic equation. You will get the two values of Ia and one value. You will get one from these options. So it is 30 amps. See this numerical asked in GATE 2017. A 120 volt DC shunt motor take 2 ampere at no load. It takes 7 amps on full load while running at 1200 rpm. It is on full load. The armature resistance is 0.8 ohm and shunt field resistance is 240 ohm. So let's see its circuit diagram. This is Ra plus minus Ea. This is the shunt field resistance Rf 240 ohm, and this is 120 volt. So you can easily find out the IF field current. It is V by R. 120 by 240, it is 0.5 amps. So how much current it is drawing at no load? 2 amps. This is the armature current Ia. This is Ra. So you can find out the Ea1 at no load. It is V minus Ia Ra. So it will be 120 minus Ia is 2 minus 0.5, 1.5 into Ra is 0.8. So you will get how much? 118.8 volt. So once you know the Ea1, you can easily find out the Ea2 for 1200 rpm. So at Ea1 you don't know the rpm, N1 you don't know. So Ea1 Ea2 equal to K phi N1 divided by K phi N2. Very good relationship. This is constant, so because this is constant, so N1 by N2 118. You have to find out Ea2. Ea2 is back EMF at 7 amps. So find out Ea2 equal to 120 minus 7 amps, 0.5. So here Ia is 6.5 into 0.8. So it is, you will get 114.8. So 114.8 equal to N1 you have to find out. N2 is how much? 1200 rpm. So easily you will get N1 equal to 1241811 rpm. Okay, this is the answer. So काफ़ी easy है. Once you know the concept, easily you can find out the solution. Okay, this EA is related to the flux and the speed, and this torque directly it is coming from the K phi and IA. So these are interconnected, and back EMF and this speed is interconnected. Next numerical, DC shunt generator deliver 45 amps at terminal voltage 220 volt. The armature and shunt field resistance are 0.01 and 44 ohm respectively. The stray losses are 375. Stray losses 375. The percentage efficiency of the DC generator is, you know, efficiency equal to output by input. Input is output plus losses. So output is how much? At 220. What is the current? 45. And output 220 into 45 plus losses. So you have to find out the losses. कैसे निकालेंगे? This is DC shunt generator. So this is RA, EA, RA. Generator means EA will deliver to the load. Load is connected here. This is the terminal voltage, how much? 220 volt. And this is the shunt resistance RF, how much? 44 ohm. So this is IF. Who will supply this IF? This armature voltage EA will supply this, or this EMF will supply this IF, and this is IA, and this is load current IL. So IA equal to IF plus IL. So directly this is 45, and what about this? This is 220 divided by 44. How much this field current? V by R. So this is basically 5 amps. This is 45 plus 5, this is 50, because IA equal to IL plus IF, this is 50. So find out the copper losses. Equal to, copper loss will be in the this armature winding and field winding. So I square RA, so I is 50 square into RA 0.01 plus I square RA 5 square into RA, how much? 44. So this is the copper loss, 25 plus 1100, and stray losses 375. So total losses will be plus 375. So put the total losses, and here 45 into 220 divided by 45 into 220 plus this total losses. P losses will be this 25, 1100 and 375 plus 25, 400, 1100, how much? 1500. So add 1500. Okay, so efficiency will be into 100. It will be something 86.8%. Okay, next, a separately excited DC generator has an armature resistance 0.1 RA, 0.1 ohm, and negligible armature inductance at rated field current and rated rotor speed. Its open circuit voltage is 200 volt. When this generator is operated at half the rated speed with the half the field current, an uncharged 1000 microfarad capacitor is suddenly connected across the armature terminal. Assume that the speed remain unchanged during the transient. At what time in microsecond after the capacitor is connected will the voltage across it is 25 volt. So you have to find out the at what time the voltage across the capacitor is 25. So you should know the VCT. This is the capacitor voltage at the time t. VCT equal to VC infinity minus Vc infinitive minus Vc at time 0 e to the power minus t by tau. This is the standard equation. Tau equal to R into C. This is the time constant. So Vct at any particular time, at time t you have voltage is given to you, it is 25. You have to find out this steady state voltage Vc infinitive, and Vc 0, this is 0. So you have to find out, and tau equal to Rc. R is it is connected across this generator, so resistance is 0.1 into this capacitor is 1000 microfarad. So it will be 100 10 to the power minus 6. This is the time constant. So you have to find out Vc infinitive. Okay, to find out this Vc infinitive or steady state voltage, this condition is given to you. So how to find out? First, find out the back EMF K phi 1 omega. Here some relationship is given to you. Field current, the open circuit voltage 200 volt when the generator is operated at half the rated speed, when the N2 is N1 by 2 rated field and with half the rated field current, and this field current IF2 equal to IF1 by 2. Okay, so you can say phi 2 because flux is directly proportional to this field current IF2. So you can say phi 2 equal to phi 1 by 2. So you have two relationship, one is and another one is this one. So you can find out the EA1. So negligible armature inductance at rated field current, rated rotor speed, its open circuit voltage is 200 volt. So open circuit voltage, there is no load is connected. So E is 200 equal to at what speed? You have to find out its speed. So because ratio is given to you, divided by E2 equal to K phi 1 N1 K phi 2 N2. So phi 1 by phi 2 equal to 2 and N1 by N2 equal to 2. So E2 is how much? 50. E2 is 50 volt. So this is the Vc infinitive. This voltage will appear across this capacitor. So put this value 50 minus 0 e to the power minus t by tau. Tau equal to 100 into 10 to the power minus 6. Solve this equation. You will get the value of t equal to 69.3 second. Okay. Oh, you have to find out in microsecond. So this is in, you will get in microsecond. Option number B. Next, separately excited DC motor runs at 1000 rpm on no load when its armature terminal are connected to a 200 volt. So read this numerical. Separately excited DC motor runs at 1000 rpm on no load when its armature terminal are connected to 200 volt DC source and the rated voltage is applied to the field winding. The armature resistance of the motor is 1 ohm. The no load armature current is negligible. So if the current is negligible at no load, you can say E equal to V equal to 200. With the motor developing its full load torque, the armature voltage is set that the speed is 500 rpm. So at full load torque, speed is 500 rpm and terminal voltage you don't know. When the load torque is reduced to 50%, so when this load torque, full load torque, if this is 1, reduced to 50%, 1/2, then the same terminal voltage, so this voltage is same, the speed rises to, so here speed is 520 rpm. Okay, so this is N2, and no load speed, this is N1. How much? 1000 rpm. So you can find out the no load speed back EMF. E1 equal to V minus Ia Ra. So this is 200 because Ia is 0, so E equal to V. So 200 divided by E2. E2 is the back EMF at 500 rpm. So this is at 1000 rpm into K phi. This is constant K phi because separately excited DC motor, and here E2 will be, what is the RPM? 500 RPM, 2, and this is 100. So E2 equal to, this is something 100 volt. Now find out E3 equal to by E1 K phi, and for this 3 speed is 520 divided by K phi into 1000. So you will get E3 equal to 104 volt. For this condition you are getting E3 equal to 104. Okay, so you know E3, E1, E2. This E1 is corresponding to 1000 rpm, E2 corresponding to 500 rpm, and E3 corresponding to the 520 rpm. So another relationship you can find out from this condition, armature current negligible and motor developing its full load torque at when the armature voltage condition, the speed rises to 520 amps. Here you are getting this load torque at reduced to 50%. Okay, so from this relationship you can find out the relationship between the armature current. So load torque at full load 2 equal to load torque at full load 1. This is 50%. So, and you know this load torque directly proportional to K phi Ia. So from here you can find out TL 2 by load torque FL1 equal to IA2 by this is 1/2 equal to IA2 by A1. This is not a square, this is IA2 by IA1. So this relationship you got. Next, from the this EMF E2, this is corresponding to 500, this is corresponding to 500 rpm, and at the full load torque the armature voltage set so that the motor speed is 500 rpm. So for this condition, for this TLF full load torque at 1, what is the back EMF? It is 100, E2 is 100, you can see here E2 is 100. 100 equal to V minus Ia Ra. V you do not know, minus Ia Ra is 1. So this is equation number 1. Another is E3 you got for the same terminal voltage, and IA, second this IA2, this is basically IA1, and this is IA2 equal to IA1 by 2 from this above relationship, equation number 2. After solving these equation, you will get the, this is minus 4 equal to minus IA1 by 2. So you will get IA1 equal to 4 into equal to 8 amps. Take the screenshot of this solution and easily you can understand. Next numerical, question number 10. A shunt connected DC motor operates at its rated terminal voltage. Its no load speed is 200 radian per second. At its rated torque of 500 Newton meter, its speed is 180 radian per second. The motor is used to directly drive a load whose load torque TL depends on its speed omega R, such that TL equal to, this constant value is 2.78 omega R. Neglecting rotational losses, the steady state speed in radian per second of the motor when it drives the load is, so this is from basically, this numerical is from the torque speed characteristics. This is torque, this is speed omega, T and omega, you know, this is the torque speed characteristics. So they have given simple one relationship of load torque, equation number 1. Another you can find out from this relationship, data is given to you. So omega equal to 200 minus 180 divided by 500 into load torque. So put this value TL here, both are same. You will get the value of omega under steady state condition. So omega, you will get something 200 minus 0.04 into 2.78, and finally you will get omega equal to 179.985 radian per second. Okay. Next, with the armature voltage of 1000 volt and rated field winding voltage, the speed of a separately excited DC motor driving a fan of 1000 RPM and its armature current is 10 amps. So IA1 is given to you 10 amps. Armature resistance 1 ohm. The load torque of the fan is directly proportional to the square of the speed. Neglect rotational losses, the value of the armature voltage which will reduce the rotor speed to 500 RPM, and N1 is how much? 1000 RPM. So find out E1 equal to V minus IaRa. Ia is 10 amps equal to 90 volt. This is for N1 1000 RPM. Similarly, another relationship is given to you, this TL1 divided by TL2 equal to N1 by N2 whole square, and you know TL1 by TL2 it is directly proportional to IA1 by IA2 because K phi is constant, flux is constant. So from here you will get the relationship between N1 by N2. It is given to you. N2 is 500, 1000 by 500 whole square. IA1 is 10, IA2. So IA2 is how much? 2.5 amps. Find out the EB2 for 500 rpm divided by 1000. 1000 is EB1. This is 90 volt. So you will get EB2 equal to how much? 40. Here it is. Solve this. You will get 45 volt. So once you know EB2 equal to V minus IA is 2.5 into 1. So EB2 is 45 equal to V minus 2.5. So easily you can find out the terminal voltage equal to 45 minus 2.5. It is 47.5. Easy numerical volt. This is the terminal voltage. Next, a 4-pole separately excited wave wound DC machine with negligible armature resistance is rated for 230 volt and 5 kilowatt at rated speed of 200 rpm. If the same armature coils are connected to form a lap winding, what is the rated voltage in volts and power respectively at 1200 rpm for the reconnected machine if the field circuit is left unchanged? So first, this 4-pole equal to, first write the data. 4-pole separately excited DC machine, armature resistance is negligible and rated for 230 volt, 5 kilowatt at the rated speed of 1200 rpm. Okay, first it is connected in lap. So for lap, A equal to P for lap and A equal to 2 for wave. So actually they are reconnecting the machine from lap to wave and they are saying what will be the changes in its rating and in its terminal voltage and rating. So equal to 2 for wave. You can see this EA equal to P phi and Z divided by 60A. Okay, because we will depend on the EA. So first find out the relationship between EA. So all this thing is constant. You are changing only, you are varying the A. So you can say EA directly proportional to 1 by A, or you can say EA1 into A1 equal to EA2 into A2. Because resistance is negligible, so you can say EA1 equal to V1, A1 equal to V2, A2. So A1 is 4, V2 and A2 is 2. So you can say V2 equal to 2. This is basically they are reconnecting from wave to lap. मैंने रिवर्स लिख दिया यहाँ पर. तो A1 क्या है आपका ये है आपका A1 किस में था, वेव में था, दिस इज A1, दिस इज A2. A2 आपका किस में हुआ, लैप में हुआ, तो A1 आपका वेव में है, तो दिस इज 2 एंड दिस इज 4. सो यू विल गेट V1 by 2. सो आप कह सकते हैं कि जो आपका टर्मिनल वोल्टेज है ये लैप के केस में V2 क्या हो गया, V1 by 2. तो V1 कितना था, 230 वोल्ट था, डिवाइड बाई 2, ये हो गया आपका 115 वोल्ट. टर्मिनल वोल्टेज तो आपका हो गया 115 वोल्ट. अब ये नहीं पता कि आपको व्हाट विल बी इट्स रेटिंग, 5 एम्प्स और 2.5 एम्प्स. सो टू गेट टू नो अबाउट द रेटिंग, first see this. Actually in first case number 1, wave connected, wave parallel paths are 2, so coils are connected in this fashion. This is IA and IA, because there are 2 parallel paths, so you are getting 2IA equal to I1. In next another case you are getting 4 parallel path, because A equal to 4, so winding is connected in this fashion, so you are getting how much armature current, IA, IA and IA, IA, so you are getting 4 IA. This 4 IA is, you can write 2 into 2 IA, 2 IA is I1, so you are getting current twice and voltage is half. So when you will find out its rating, so you will get something V1 into I1 equal to similar 5 kilowatt. So answer number B is okay, because voltage is reduced by half and current is increased by twice. So when you will find out its rating V into I, you will get same 5 kilowatt. Okay. Next, a 15 kilowatt 230 watt DC shunt motor has armature circuit resistance of 0.4 ohm and field circuit resistance of 230 ohm. At no load rated voltage, the motor runs at 400 rpm. The line current drawn by the motor is 5 ampere. Just take care, this is shunt motor. And full load, the motor draws line current of 70 amps. Neglect armature reaction, the full load speed of the motor in rpm. So at speed it is given to you at no load speed N1 1400 rpm, and this is shunt motor, so IA equal to IL minus field current, so it will be 5 IA1 at no load. It is 5 minus, what is the 230 ohm is the field circuit resistance and 230 volts, so this is 1, 5 minus 1 into IARA, so 1 into no load current is 5 amps and the field current is 1, so 5 minus 1 it is 4 into 0.4. This will be, you can calculate EA. This is 5 minus 1 equal to 4 amps. You can find out the back EMF V minus IARA, so it is 228.4 volt. Now find out the E2 corresponding to full load. 230 minus full load current is 50 minus 1 49, full load current is 70 amp, so 70 minus 1, this is 69 into 0.4, so E2 is 202.4 volt. You have to find out the RPM speed N2. Here N1 is 1400. So easily you know the relationship. Simple. E1 by E2 equal to N1 by N2. Because this is DC shunt motor, excitation is constant. So E1 is 228.4 divided by 202.4 equal to N1 is 1400 divided by N2. So directly you will get N2 in RPM 1240.63 RPM. From where did I write this? From the back EMF equation, E equal to K phi omega n, or you can write E equal to E directly proportional to K phi n. Other things are constant. Omega n, it is in radian per second. This is 2 pi n by 60. Here this n, it is in RPM. Speed, it is in RPM. So next, a 250 volt DC shunt machine has armature circuit resistance Ra 0.6 ohm, field resistance Rf equal to 125 ohm. The machine is connected to 250 volt supply. The motor is operated as a generator and as a motor separately. The line current from the machine is both in cases 50 amps. So line current in both the case 50 amps. The ratio of speed as a generator to speed of the motor. So you have to find out the speed of generator to the speed of motor ratio. So first, in case of motor, Ra plus minus Ea, and this is the field resistance. This is 250 volt. For motor, line current is 50. This is 125 ohm. So what will be the current? V by F. So this will be 2 amps. Here 48 amps, and Ra is 0.6. So for motor, what will be Eb equal to V minus Ia Ra. So V minus Ia Ra, it is 48 into 0.6. So it is something 2 to 1.2 volt as motor. So next, as generator, plus minus Eb as generator, same machine, field shunt field machine. So Ra, line current 50 amps, terminal voltage 250 volt. So how much current here? 2 amps. So how much current is going? 52, because this Ia equal to IL plus If. So back EMF as motor, as a generator, it is 250 plus Ia, how much? 52 into 0.6. So you will get 281.2. Simple. Now you know Eg by Em equal to Ng by Nm. Directly you will get 1.22 is the answer. Okay. Next, the no load speed of a 230 volt separated excited DC motor is 1400 rpm. The armature resistance is negligible. The field current is kept constant. The torque of the motor is Newton meter. How much? Armature current 8 amps. So Ia is 8 amps. No load speed 1400 rpm. and you have to find out the torque. T equal to K phi into Ia is 8, equation number 1. Another thing you can calculate, it is basically armature resistance is negligible, so back EMF at no load will be equal to V, it is 230, equal to K phi omega n, it is 2 pi n, 1400 by 60, cancel out. So simply you can find out K phi, it is 230 into 6 divided by 2 pi into 140. Put this K phi value here, so directly you can find out the load torque. It will be 6 into 230 divided by 2 pi into 140 into 8. So when you will solve this, you will get something 12.55 Newton meter. This is the answer, simple thing. ये मैंने कहाँ से लिखा? This is from back EMF equation equal to K phi omega n, and you know omega n you can write 2 pi n by 60. A separately excited 300 volt DC shunt motor under no load runs at 900 rpm, drawing an armature current of 2 amps. The armature resistance 0.5, leakage inductance no need. When loaded, the armature current at full load 15 amps and I1 equal to 2 amps at no load. N1 how much? 900 rpm. At 15 amps, what will be the speed in rpm? So first find out E1 equal to V minus Ia Ra. 300 minus Ia no load current 2 into 0.5, so it is something 299 volt E1. Corresponding to N1 is how much? 900 rpm. E2 at 15 amps के लिए back EMF equal to 300 minus Ia Ra. Ia is 15 into Ra 0.5, so E2 will be 2.5 volt. Now simple, E2 by E1 equal to N1 by N2, sorry N2 by N1. So N2 you have to find out, and N1 is 900 equal to E2 292.5 divided by E1 299. So you will get after solving N2 equal to 880.43 rpm. इजी है. कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है यहाँ पर? ये है आपका सेपरेटली एक्साइटेड. सेपरेटली एक्साइटेशन में क्या होगा आपका सर्किट डायग्राम? ये है आपका EA, मोटर है, सो IA. सेपरेटली एक्साइटेड में जो आपका फील्ड वाइंडिंग है, इसको आप अनदर DC सोर्स से सप्लाई देंगे, तो इसमें होगा IA फील्ड करंट RA, दिस इज V. इसमें आप KVL लगाओगे तो आपको मिलेगा EA इक्वल टू V माइनस IA RA. सिंपल इक्वेशन, उसी से मैंने ये यहाँ पर सॉल्व किया. ओके. ये 220 वोल्ट 15 किलोवाट 1000 rpm shunt motor with armature resistance RA how much? 0.25 ohm. This is also shunt motor. Has a rated line current 68 amps. At rated field current it is given to you, so easily you can find out the armature current. 68 minus 2.2 how much? 65.8. Change in field flux you have to calculate to obtain a speed of 1600 rpm while drawing the line current is 52.8 amps and a field current of 1.8 amps. So now find out Ia2. 52.8 minus 1.8, it is 51 amps. So for first condition, find out the Ea1. V minus Ia Ra. Ia is 65.8 into Ra 0.25. So Ea1 equal to 203.55 volt at how much rpm? 1000 rpm. Find out Ea2. 220 minus IARA 51 into 0.25. Ea2 equal to 207.25 volts. This is at 1600 rpm and 2 equal to 1600 rpm. Now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate change in the field flux. So you have to calculate phi2 minus phi1 divided by phi1 equal to how much percentage. So now flux is varying, so you can say E1 equal to K phi1 N1 divided by E2 K phi2 N2. So after solving this, you will get, put the value E1, E2, N1, N2. So you will get the ratio of phi2 by phi1 equal to 0.636. You have to calculate phi2 minus phi1 divided by phi1. So minus 1 both side. So as you can see, it is minus means it is decreasing 0.364 and it will be phi2 minus phi1 divided by phi1. So you can say into 100 percentage change 36.4%. You have to reduce the field by 36.4%. Option number D. Okay. Next, a 220 volt DC shunt motor is operating at a speed of 1440 rpm. The armature resistance 0.1 ohm, armature current 10 amps. If the excitation of the machine is reduced by 10%, excitation means flux reduced by 10%. So if earlier it was 100, now it is 90. So phi2 by phi1 equal to 9 by 10 of phi1. The extra resistance to be put in the armature circuit resistance to maintain the same speed and torque. So omega equal to constant and speed torque also constant. Okay. So now find out Ea1 equal to 220 minus IaRa 10 into Ra is 1. So it is 210 volt at what speed? 1400 rpm. Speed is constant, so you can say Ea1 divided by Ea2 equal to K phi1 by K phi2, because speed is constant, so N1 N2 it is cancel out, both are same. Then you know phi1 by phi2, phi1 by phi2 is 10 by 9. So you know Ea1 210 divided by EA2 equal to 5 by 5 to 10 by 9. So easily you can say EA2 equal to 189 volt. Once you know the EA2, you can find out EA2 equal to how much resistance you have to add in the circuit, V minus IaRa. Okay, so Ia, you need Ia is torque T equal to K phi Ia1 phi 1. So torque is constant, so you can say phi 2 Ia2 into K. So you will get the relationship between Ia1 and Ia2. So Ia1 by Ia2 equal to phi 2 by phi 1, it is 9 by 10. Ia1 value is 10, so Ia2 will be 100 by 9. So put value of EA2 189 equal to V is 220 minus Ia is 100 by 9 into Ra is 1 plus R external, you have to add how much? So easily you can solve this R external and you will get 1.79 ohm. Okay, this is the answer. Next is separately excited DC motor runs at 500 rpm under no load with 200 volt applied voltage to the armature. The field voltage is maintained at its rated value. The speed of the motor when it delivers to a torque of 5 Newton meter is 1400 rpm. Rotational losses and armature reaction are neglected. The armature resistance of the motor is, you have to calculate Ra. So at 200 volt no load with 200 volt applied to the armature, so Ia is 0 at no load. You can say E equal to V equal to 200 equal to this is basically E1 equal to K phi, this flux is constant, at which speed 1500 rpm. So next you have to calculate E2 divided by K5 at how much? 1400 rpm. So K5 cancel out, you can calculate E2 for 1400 rpm and it will be 186.67 volt. Next, torque is given to you, so T equal to, you know the equation, P equal to T omega. So power equal to EA into IA equal to torque 5 into omega. Omega is 2 pi into n, speed is 400 rpm, n by 60, and EA you have calculated 186.67. current, is it given to you? Current, how much current? You have to calculate IA. IA easily you can calculate, I will tell you how. Cancel out 140 by, how to calculate IA? You know E2 equal to 186.67 equal to V minus IaRa. V is 200 minus Ia into Ra, how much? Armature resistance you have to calculate. You can directly calculate Ia from here, so Ia equal to how much? This is basically 3.92 amps. So you know equation E equal to V minus IA RA and E equal to 186.67 IA into RA. Put the value of IA and easily you will get the value of RA equal to 3.4 ohm. From this relationship directly you can calculate the IA and put this IA in this E equal to V minus IA RA. So easy thing. Next, separately excited DC motor runs 1500 rpm. This is actually second part of this, the previous numerical. Under no load with 200 volt applied to the armature, the field voltage is maintained at its rated value. The speed of the motor when it delivers a torque of 5 Newton meter 1400 rpm shown in the figure. The rotational losses for the motor delivers a torque of 2.5 Newton meter at 1400 rpm. The armature voltage to be applied. Okay, so you know torque 2.5 Newton meter, speed 1400 rpm, and you know for this speed what is the back EMF for same constant flux, 186.67. You have to calculate the current for this torque. So T2 by T1 equal to, because you know the current for 5 Newton meter, this is basically IA2 by IA1. So T2 by T1 2.5 divided by 5 equal to IA2. You have to calculate. IA1 is 3.92. In previous numerical you calculated. This is the second part of previous numerical basically. So from here you will get IA2 equal to 1.96 amps. Okay, now put the value E equal to V minus IA RA. You know RA, you have to calculate V, you know E. Now put the value E equal to 186.67 equal to V minus IA. 1.96 into RA is 3.4. So you will get V equal to 193.3 volt. Option number B.